Can I ask you a question, Peter?
Sure.
Um, what role do you see for the disciple-guru relationship in this age or in this modern day, if it's no longer, you know, um, being out in the forest, secluded with the master, learning from, disciple to guru? How do you see that relationship in this modern day?
Well, the real function of the guru should be to put you in touch with your own guru, your inner guru, the inner self, which is the ultimate guru, or what I call the I am presence, or the Atman, which is the ultimate guru. And any human guru is only a reflection of that, And if a guru is really successful, you won't need the guru after a while, So once you realize you have a guru, everyone on earth has a guru, but the guru doesn't need to be there physically all the time. It's like if you have children and they're playing in the backyard, you can hear what's going on and kind of sense that they're okay, but now and then you could hear someone fell and is hurt. You have to go out there, and it's kind of like that of the ascended masters, the 7 main chohans of the rays were all in one of their ashrams, and we don't need to see them every day or every week or whatever, but they can send people into our lives or books or something to provide the next step in our path, without having to see them personally, So we're not really alone at all. And frequently something happens to separate you from the guru. It could be even the death of the guru, or there's a falling out somewhere. That happened with my teacher, Pearl. She thought I did something that I didn't do, and it caused a big kind of tumult, in the town. And then eventually she realized she made a mistake and she apologized, but that ended that like kind of guru-disciple relationship. Then we became more friends, or colleagues type of thing. But I picked up a book during that time. I was in a bookstore and this book by Alice Bailey sort of jumped off the shelf. I mean, not literally, but I was really drawn to it. And I flipped it open and it said, every disciple at some point will be separated from the guru, and every guru will feel, in a sense, betrayed by the disciple, something like that, that eventually that has to end so you can find the inner guru,
Yeah, in the Sufi tradition also, it was part of the initiation of any chela. So the master would literally kick the sheikh. If not, he wasn't a sheikh then, but she or he. But before they took the highest vows, they would be kicked out of the community, and they would have no idea why this was happening. They would have to go through their own dark night of the soul until finally they came to terms with that inner guru. Then they went back into the community, and then they could be a sheikh, a teacher. So recognize that this is part of the stages that we all go through.
Exactly. And this is kind of it's kind of a point in the book, the Violet Tara book that I wrote. It's a tantric Buddhism, or Vajrayana, a Tibetan term, Vajrayana Buddhism, which is actually a part of other religions, but they call it something different, where you visualize the deity in front of you or the guru, and then you merge with them, and then you feel you become that being, you become the deity. Now, with some people, it's Mother Mary, or Jesus, or could be Padmasambhava, whoever it is. You really worship them. You make until they become. You see that picture in front of you is not just a picture; it's the actual being. Then you close your eyes and you feel their heart merge with your heart. And then you feel, I am that. Then you do the work that they're doing. You imagine yourself over the earth sending rays of enlightenment down to humanity, Then in the end, you dissolve that. But gradually, you merge with that consciousness. If you can do it from the emptiness, not from the ego saying, oh, I'm Padmasambhava, or, I'm Jesus, you do it from the place of total absence of ego. So that's a really profound teaching, I think. I met some monks on Mount Athos in Greece on my way to India, and they were so beautiful. I thought, why am I going to India? I'll just ask these guys, so I did. It was in a restaurant, and we were both leaving at the same time. I said, could you share your path with me? What do you do? And they said, we have one prayer that we do. May the heart of Christ be everywhere known. And, you've probably seen that picture of Jesus where he opens his chest. And so they said, we see that heart in everyone, including ourselves. We meditated on it in ourselves, and everybody we meet, we treat as though they had the heart of Jesus within them. And boy, they were really luminous beings. So, Tibetans might use Padmasambhava, or nuns might use Mother Mary. That puts you in touch with the ultimate guru, which is really your higher self, or your, not the higher self, your true self.
Yeah, you start with an external form and then it becomes your own internal.
Yeah, exactly.